Yeah. Anyway,
I love Adam Sandler.
what?
I'm about to walk out right now.
Have you seen that picture of him that someone took of an In-N-Out with? He was with his family,
No.
and he's so mad.
No. Oh, I need to see this. I need this so bad.
Adam Sandler is just so silly, dude.
Picture of him angrily looking at someone who took a picture of him in In-N-Out. No, this is it.
Show me this.
Look how fucking mad he is, dude.
Like, I can't just go to a fucking In-N-Out and be Adam Sandler.
Fuck you, Russell Brand.
So what's up, everybody? It's the Bad Melee Podcast. Everybody's here, and by everybody, I mean two of us plus a guest, CC,
Hi.
with his Pikachu shirt.
Hi.
When we bought the beers at the store, this girl was like, "So you play Pokemon Go?" Like, no. Sorry.
Sorry, my mom just bought me the shirt for Christmas.
He
Should have said, like, I don't know what that is. I've never heard of that.
And we got a friend here, Kazmer. He is a FGC actual guy. He plays... what games do you play?
I play a lot of things.
You play Street Fighter, you play Guilty Gear.
I play mostly anime, like Skullgirls, Guilty Gear.
Right, because you got
I used to play, like, Persona.
Yeah.
I kind of play Street Fighter. I don't take it that seriously anymore.
Because it's not like anime?
Just because
It doesn't have titties.
because it's not that good. It's just like I got bored of it.
So, yeah, so he's an actual... And it's funny, because when I'll go to his house and we'll, like, play video games or talk shit, it's like an endless stream of shit that I get for being a Melee player. And I'm like, you know what? This is sort of my position in life, right? This is what's to be expected, and yeah, so...
The funny thing is we pretty much only play Melee, and the whole time I just complain. I'm just like, this game is terrible.
So
like, why are we playing this? I hate this so much.
Yeah,
Why are you so good at this? Get
remember
out.
when we tried to play Smash 4, and I was like, no, you gotta taunt first, because that's like the etiquette. And you're like, I've never seen that before.
We played one online match, and it happened immediately,
And some
and I
dude,
just
like,
turned it off.
taunted.
I just turned the console off. This is ridiculous.
Yeah.
Sorry to hear that.
Yeah. So, okay, as like an outsider, okay, so we play Melee. Actually, I'm like the Melee purist here, because Dylan CC plays a lot of games too.
I dabble in some Street Fighter and some other games that I'm not actually like...
Street Fighter 5 or like older
5.
Street Fighter?
I tried getting in 4 and I hated it, but now I'm in
it's
5.
not a very easy game to pick up.
It's just... Focus attack makes me want to kill myself.
That's a pretty common reaction from Street Fighter players.
It's very,
So what is
very...
what is Focus Attack?
Focus
I haven't
attack...
played an hour of Street Fighter.
You hit, what is it, like medium punch, medium kick?
Yeah.
You punch, or you hit those buttons together, and then you get one frame of armor?
You get one hit of armor, and it's like a charge attack, and if you fully charge it, then when you let it go, if it hits, it's an unblockable.
Okay.
So,
okay.
but you can do, like... You can do a lot of like wacky stuff, like canceling it with like EX moves. So you can like make a DP safe, and it's like the dumbest thing in the world. So it's basically just a horrible mechanic that nobody likes.
Really?
Yeah.
So
And we were all very glad when it was removed in Street Fighter V.
Yeah.
So it got removed.
Yes, it was not. It was only
just
for one
that.
game.
Yeah, it's just for Street Fighter 4.
Oh,
like
I
how-
see. Okay, I thought it was for
Like
5.
Third
So
Strike
it's gone
has
now.
parries. Street
Right.
Fighter 4 has focus attacks,
I
and
see.
Street Fighter 5 has dumpster fires.
How so?
That's a whole other conversation. I don't know if you want to get into that.
he's an
That's
actual
a very long conversation of
He's an
why Street
actual
Fighter
F-
doesn't work.
You're an actual FGC player because you hate 5.
I don't hate it. I like playing it. I enjoy it, but like
yeah.
competitively, it's very boring.
Okay, that's fair. I'm just getting more like seriously into it, and I'm like, oh, I really like 5. It's very basic. It's very just like
5's very easy for new players to pick up because
Yeah.
Street Fighter 4 has like a lot of complicated mechanics and lots of like one-frame links and very execution heavy. And Street Fighter 5 is like, if you're not jabbing your combos, then like you're just risking not hitting them.
So I mean, why then do you? Because you're like really like Guilty Gear, right?
Oh, I love Guilty Gear is one of the best fighting games.
So do you
I've
have
ever
like
played.
Sword
I've
Art
heard.
Online posters in your room and like a tattoo?
I'm not
of,
that far into it.
Of Ray from Evangelion.
No,
on
you're
your back?
thinking of BlazBlue players.
Okay,
Yeah, oh.
okay.
That's the difference.
that's 100% accurate.
Okay. See, I have no frame of reference. I literally, it's all like a miss. Like when I go to Evo, I'm like, oh, there's the cool guys. I'm gonna go play my baby game for baby boys in their diapers. So.
With your L canceling and
Well,
your
that's
fucking
what-
fun dashes.
That's why at tournaments we section the Smash players off to a different.
Yeah,
area.
we were just talking about
we put them in different rooms because we don't want to look at them.
Well, Dylan's like, "Do you really fucking want to go to Wednesday night fights? Like, do you really feel good about being in the corner like that?" And I'm like,
You guys have half the room. You guys have more space than Guilty Gear
We do
does.
not
At
have
Wednesday
half
night
Yes,
fights.
you do.
"I don't know the ones
Half
you
of
went
that
to."
room is Smash and Pokken.
The only
Okay,
time.
don't lump us in like that. Fuck
Oh,
off.
you know what? Hang on, because the only time I went, there was like a space for like like 5 or 6 melee setups, and then there's like 3 people playing Pokken.
Oh, I don't know. When was the last time you went?
Like a month ago. It was.
See, like, I was just
2 weeks
there-
before Evo.
I was just there last. Oh, well, that's why. I was just there. I was just there last week, and there's like 30 people playing Pokken. There's like 20 something on Melee.
Really?
I don't know how much Smash 4
Maybe
got.
it's bigger because when I went, it was like, yeah, it is in the corner, but it's like, we got room to play. So
No, Melee's got like 2 full tables with like monitors on both sides. There's tons of people that play Melee there.
Cool.
That's the reason it's at SCR.
You know
which
he
is
doesn't
stupid.
play Melee because he called it a monitor.
Whatever. You know what?
Shoutouts to Evo.
There's
CRT.
There's
CRT.
CRTs, dude. There's no lag. You play on your fucking. It might as well be A press, and then it goes like on Mars. The little Ken figure does a Shoryuken.
In Street Fighter V, they actually inputted 8 frames of lag intentionally into the game.
You gotta be fucking kidding me.
It's literally a meme. That's how bad it is. Like when people discovered that there was that much lag, and that we were like, this can't be right. This is so horrible. Like how did they
Why would
fuck
you
it up
do
this
that?
bad? And then we found out it was on purpose, and we were like, are you fucking kidding me right now? Like who thought this was a good idea?
Oh my god.
Not to include, or not including any of the lag on your TV.
Yeah. Plus, plus all the whatever lag.
I mean,
else
if you're playing
you're
anything
dealing with.
competitively, if you're not playing on tournament standard, then that's your own fault. Like if you don't have lagless monitors, then you're practicing wrong.
don't
You're
even
showing up with a handicap.
I don't even know if my monitor is lagless. I just have like a decently good monitor.
There's easy ways to test it. There's websites that have.
They are?
Go to the
Oh.
website.
Okay, well I'll have
Test
to
your
go.
monitor.edu.ru.
Why is it in Russia?
I don't know. They're fast.
Frames of lag.
Russia plays fucking Dota and CS:GO. They don't play fighting games.
CS:GO requires very pencil thin reactions, like my dick.
Oh,
so I don't know, like
but how long is it?
as a person who like doesn't play Smash, but Smash obviously bleeds into your scene. How does that like? How do you, and not just you, but like, how do people like you tend to perceive that? I know the meme on like r/kappa is like, babies, diaper, poopy, nerdy baby girls.
You know, I don't think anyone has a problem with Smash overlapping into what was traditionally just fighting game tournaments. I don't think anyone has a problem with them showing up there inherently. It's just things that happen when they show up that make us regret the decision to let them in.
such as. And again, when you lump in Melee players with Smash 4 players, that is
I know
a
that is like
cardinal
heresy.
sin.
Like, oh my god, people lose
Not
their
all men.
minds.
Not all men.
Everyone will complain like Smash 4 and Melee are totally different, and then they'll be like, "Well, if you combine the two, we had more than Guilty Gear at Evo." It's just like, no, you can't have your cake and eat it too. It doesn't work like that.
Yeah, fair enough.
Well, it does if you buy
But so
the
what?
kit.
So I mean, I don't know. I mean, fucking Street Fighter kids do dumb shit too.
Yeah, it's kind of different though.
How so?
Because when Street Fighter people are complaining, they're complaining about the game. They're complaining about the game mostly.
Okay.
Like there might be like little, incidents within the scene, but when like Melee complaining on Twitter has become a meme. Like
Really?
friggin' Leffen's tweets like saying like they're like him and I know Zero with Smash 4 don't sue me,
Not
but
the same. It's
like-
not the same, Dad.
just them they're like like all these guys like complaining they're gonna like boycott events because they're not adhering to these specific standards that they demand. That it's literally a list of demands. It's saying like we want 3 out of 5, we want this much space, we want top 8 on Sundays. And it's like, okay, you don't get to make these you don't get to just decide you get these things.
But
There's
we
like
have
10 other games.
numbers. We have more entrants. Don't we deserve better treatment?
You also have your own tournaments, so go there. Go back to Apex. We don't need you.
And I agree. We've talked about
We
this
don't
before.
need
Like,
you.
it was a big deal that it's not best of 5 all the way through top 8, and Melee really does need that as a competitive element. But I've been saying, like, Evo's not the one. Evo's not the big girl that we're all trying to take to the dance. It shouldn't be. It should be our own tournaments like Genesis or something.
Here's the thing.
You try to take big girls to dances, huh?
You gotta.
I think,
Someone's gotta.
I think you can definitely make arguments. You can definitely make arguments that something should be 3 out of 5 for a top 8. Like there's some games that should be that, but not every game gets that. So if you don't get it, it's not like you're being singled out as like, you don't get 3 out of 5, but everyone else does. Like, friggin' Guilty Gear doesn't get 3 out of 5, and that's one of the fastest games up there.
Guilty Gear didn't even get like any stream time.
I know. We had the first slot of the day. Like, we were just like, well, at least we're here.
First slot of the day on Sunday?
Yeah.
No,
they were at
you're MKX this year.
Oh, that's right.
Last year was
usually
Yeah.
like every other event, Guilty Gear.
I was very happy to see Guilty Gear get at least, what was it, 3rd spot or 2nd? 3rd, because they were before Melee.
Were they?
Yeah, dude, it was MKX, Marvel, and then Guilty
Oh,
Gear.
right. Yeah, Marvel was before
Marvel.
Let's go, anime. Showing
Well,
up.
I mean, I think that's
Sword Art
because
Online.
I think that's because there's been a big push for it. Guilty Gear has been sort of blowing up lately. They just had Revelator come out, and they're getting like good numbers, and lots of people are supporting it. So
I've been wanting to try it.
Like people were getting mad. Like every single tournament, this thing is getting shafted. We're always getting the first finals of Sunday when no one's awake. You can. There was some tournament last year. I don't even remember the name of it. Guilty Gear finals were at 8 a.m. No, they were at like 8 or 10 on Sunday, and you can just see from the webcam the ballroom. There's no one there.
Yeah.
There's nobody watching it, and it's so depressing.
It was sad to see the Evo venue kind of like empty in like the earlier games. It didn't pick up until the end of Guilty Gear. Even Guilty Gear finals, you could see the back, and it just looks like, oh yeah, that's what a video game tournament would look like. Just like a few guys in the back. But then they don't show like everyone circled around either.
I mean, that's pretty much any tournament you go to. Like,
That's true.
Except for the last 2 games on Sunday. There's always going to be like a little. There, like people are going to gradually trickle into the venue.
I still feel like we should go back to the ballroom.
For Evo?
Yeah, last year, or did you go this year?
I did not. I don't support Evo anymore.
Damn.
Why?
Oh, that's a whole other conversation.
Oh no, he's got opinions. He's got hot
man.
and strong takes.
Catch us
Dude.
next week.
You know what? It just. I don't like the way it's being run.
Look,
I don't like some of the people that run it.
If you can afford to go to Evo, would you have gone this year?
Yeah, but if that's saying like if I had $1 million, like yeah, I'd take a vacation in the UK for no reason. Like yeah, if I had just a couple $1,000 just sitting around and be like, fuck it, let's go to Evo.
Okay.
If I do go to Evo next year, I won't be competing. I'll buy a ticket to watch Sunday finals, but the rest of the weekend I'll just spend in Vegas hanging out with people. I don't want to give them more money to compete in a tournament I know I'm not going to place in anyway.
They're a pretty shittily run tournament.
I mean, that's
And they handle
blame-
PR terribly.
Blame Mr. Wizard.
I'll blame Mr. Wizard forever.
Good.
Fucking
Because everyone
McRib.
else does. We need.
Fucking McRib.
I have you guys ever played Melty Blood? Mm-hmm. Is it like a joke?
It is a joke.
Because
It's not a bad game. It's just the community is so funny.
in the game club at my old college, there would be the Melty Blood kids.
Oh no.
You didn't want to hang out with the Melty Blood
No, you
kids.
don't.
They
You
were
usually
like they
don't.
were grown men with ponytails. Like it was not a
That's
good look.
below the chess club. At least the chess club is just like really smart, nice, nerdy people.
Yeah, like, and they have like collared shirts. But these guys, like, sometimes I would look over on the screen and I'm like, that looks really like cool and like weird and sick. Like, look at those fucking graphics. It's all, bright and cool. And then I just look at this guy's ponytail bouncing up and down as he combos, and I'm like, I can't do this. I'm not gonna.
Were they always playing on like a shitty Toshiba laptop
Yes.
placed on top of a trash can?
Bingo.
That's the
fucking
that's
kidding.
the joke with
grand finals are
Melty.
held.
Melty is always a side tournament, and they always try to find
Running
the
on a
worst
fucking netbook.
the worst possible place to play it.
Okay, we're gonna run top 8. Does anyone have a Chromebook that we can use for this?
There's a great tweet.
I got a Chromebook.
There's a great tweet somewhere. I don't remember who tweeted it out, but it was a list of all the places Melty Blood has had tournaments, and it was like a salad bar, a bathroom. It's just like all these horrible garbage places.
Wow.
I forgot to ask, who do you play in Guilty Gear?
I play May.
Okay, this is good.
Is that because you want to fuck May?
No. There's
So you
nothing
don't
to
want to
do.
fuck me?
Not really.
Okay.
Because she's not real.
You mean like I mean,
You're playing anime fighters and you don't want to fuck your character. What
I
kind
know.
of queer
I
are
play
you?
I
such
play a
an
children's
outcast.
party game for competition, but at least I'm not like I don't want to fuck the person I play all the time. I don't want to fuck.
See,
Falco.
you're the outcast in your community.
I want to fuck Marth every time I play him.
yeah. I'd
You would
fuck,
fuck-
Mars.
fuck that
Actually,
game.
I'd fuck everybody. I'd
Why would you fuck
Yoshi.
Yoshi?
I don't know. He's a dinosaur.
Because he's into vor.
Who else has fucked a dinosaur? Who else can say that?
Sky Williams.
Sky Williams fucked a dinosaur?
I don't know.
What's your perception of Sky Williams?
Not a fan of his commentary to any extent.
His commentary, he should never be allowed to be.
He has a lot of work to do, and he needs to stop taking everything so seriously. When
I think so,
when
too.
people give him critique, he takes it so personally, and he blows it up, and he doesn't need to.
It's like, just stop calling people cute when you're on commentary. Every
that
fucking
was
tournament.
I actually watched that event, and every single time he
watched-
said that, I literally cringed at one point.
Yeah, the commentary was on par with AGDQ cringe moments.
oh my god.
Like, Sky,
that's
I
a
would really
low
prefer if you
bar.
would be quiet.
You beat me to it. Fuck.
Oh my god.
Okay.
Crash 2 is essentially domestic abuse.
Oh my god. What a legendary series.
Did you see when they brought the grandma on?
For what?
One of the speed runs in the ST,
Is this old or like just
the
happened?
most recent one.
No, I didn't. I haven't seen any of
Yeah, neither have I.
Juicy.
Someone, it was the San Diego Games Done Quick. Someone brought their grandma in, and everyone kept going. Like the whole chat was like flipping out because it's like some kid. His grandma brought him to the event, and then he got to play on, or he was like the runner on stream.
It's adorable.
So his grandma sat with him and was like, "This is really interesting, and I support all of you. I'm a nice grandma." Ha! And everyone was like, "Grandma hype!" And
Oh, okay, that ruined it.
Wait,
That ruined it.
and then was she like, I gotta say, there's a lot more blacks than I thought was gonna be here.
Show me your frank disease.
What happened?
everyone just kept like the whole crowd was getting like nuts, and there kept being donations for grandma hype, and everyone would be like, "Grandma hype!" And I was,
That's one of the reasons I can't watch.
It was very
those
cute.
Events. It's the crowd reactions are very annoying. When
They-
people are downloading, like, "Can I get a hype?" And it's just like mute, just mute it,
Yeah,
just mute it.
I
I'm
want to
done.
hear it quick. Yo, the moment.
pretty boring. You guys can switch over to donations now.
Oh, that's the dumbest one. This is a very long
He's
section
just-
where I
he's
have
just
nothing to
tapping through,
say.
like text or something. Yeah, you can go
Like
ahead
at
and make
least,
donations.
at least try to be like entertaining. There's guys that have done
really
great
funny
runs
ones.
that like they're
Yes.
really funny
You know
guys.
what's funny? All the GoldenEye runners are super personable. Maybe
There's
it's a
GoldenEye
function
runners?
of dude Ryan
Well,
Lockwood.
Who the fuck's Ryan Lock?
I mean, even look back at.
I'll show you later. It's legendary.
thanks, man.
It's legendary.
He doesn't.
Legendary.
He doesn't really do runs anymore, but like the old Witwix runs when he would do the Bashi games, like he's a very funny, personal
Oh, yeah,
guy.
yeah,
Like
yeah.
those are. It's a super long run, and it's not that exciting to watch, but he's a really funny guy, so that makes it fun to watch.
Yeah.
The best run I've ever seen at those events was the co-op 100% run for Battle Block Theater a couple years ago,
didn't
because
see that
they had two guys running it. They had two guys running it, and then a couple guys on the couch who had like sheets of information that they had to read off while they were playing. Like they had like reference notes because it's like a 3.5 hour run. But then they also had one of the devs and Stamper who did voice work for the game on a Skype call. It's 3.5 hours, and none of it is boring. It's always funny. It's amazing. They did a second run. It was another co-op run, and I think Stamper was on the Skype call again for that one.
That's pretty cool.
And it's very entertaining to watch. And I was like, this is what this event needs to be, not just like, and this I had to hit this one frame jump here.
This is a pretty cool trick because actually this is a 2-frame input, and if I messed it up, but that's okay. And it's like, God damn it!
That's why I just wait for the cringe comps. When
Yeah,
it's just
those-
like
I mean, that's
the dude
the juicy-
whose DS runs out of battery power halfway through the run.
Dude, okay, when I was the cringiest thing I saw, and this wasn't on a comp, I'm sure it is somewhere, but I was watching this shit live. It was a Final Fantasy VII run, and there was
Sounds boring.
There was a donation drive to sing the song
Oh, those are the worst ones.
of
The fucking
Sephiroth's One
karaoke
Winged Angel
ones.
song, and I was like, I remember the exact moment. I was laying on my bed, the laptop's there, and I'm just like nodding off, watching this shit, and I hear it come on. I'm like, and I scramble to mute the fucking stream because if I heard it, I would cringe into my own
See,
asshole.
the worst ones were the Kingdom Hearts ones because they're all Disney songs, and I think there was like
the Ariel
incentives for like nearly every song, and they would like bring just random people up
God
to sing
damn
it.
it.
It was so bad. Like I love watching like cringe videos just because it makes me laugh. Like I couldn't even sit through that. I was like, this is so. I am embarrassed by proxy.
Yes.
Anthony, do you have any bleach?
I don't. No bleach to drink tonight, fam. We're living through this one.
Do you just have like pure isopropyl alcohol or something?
I don't, but Shoe Nice drank a bottle of that once, and he actually had to go to the hospital.
Dude, is Shoe Nice dead? I haven't heard
I think
from
he's
him in a while.
alive. I think he like vines now. he transferred mediums.
He's got to keep up with the times,
Yeah,
man.
yeah. But yeah, I also think it's funny. It's sort of timely that you're here, is because the low tier god shit is.
I knew
going
you
on.
were going to ask about that.
mean,
I
we gotta,
absolutely
right?
knew
It's
you
like
were going to
hot-
ask about
it's
that.
like hot news, right?
Hard
He's a fucking asshole.
read.
Let me tell you something.
You know more about this guy. All I know is that him and the Viscount fucking thing, which is amazing, by the way.
Oh yeah, that's a classic video.
Yes. So that's all I know him from. He is a fucking asshole.
Here's what I can tell you about low tier god. He don't even. I will leave right now. God. He is an asshole. He's a bigot. He's a racist, a sexist, a homophobe. He's a horrible person. He probably has some sort of social disorders, I'm sure, from the way he reacts to things and the things he does online. He's not he's a joke, but like he's not a character that we're just like, oh, we love to hate this guy. No, like we just fucking hate this guy.
Right.
This Alex Valle was tweeting out some stuff earlier today that he was trying to organize like a sponsored grudge match between the two of them. Like he wanted to actually sponsor a rematch between the two of them with like
the Anti and
I think he wanted to give them like the winner prize money, and he was like, oh, we might have like a secret sponsor, and I was like, this is literally the worst thing you could do. Like, we don't want this guy around.
Right.
You are promoting a fucking bigot. Like, you are promoting a racist to be in as like a special event for the community. No one wants this guy around. This is not he's not someone that we want to see in an event. Like, we clown on this dude because he fucking deserves it. It's like,
that's so interesting.
It's like inviting Trump to like give a opening speech for the FGC of like a tournament. Like, oh, we're gonna bring Trump out to introduce Guilty Gear, and we're like, nobody fucking wants that. What are you kidding me?
Right. Well, there's no parallels to that in Melee, right? A guy who's like that vile, or is
that
there?
vile? Maybe old school Leffen.
Really? Like
old school
Leffen
Leffen would tell people to like kill themselves and to quit the game, and like he would just beat scrubs in like friendlies, and he'd be like, "You're fucking garbage. Why do you even play this game?" Just fucking quit."
The difference between that is LTG can't beat anybody. He's terrible. He's horrible. He gets there's a great set online of him playing like some random Chun player, and he loses 50-0. And it's so embarrassing.
Oh my god!
I like the fact that his name's Low Tier God, and then when he had a grudge match versus Viscount, he used Rose. Rose just won fucking Evo.
Okay. So like, is this guy? We made the Trump comparison, which is like in my mind too. Are there people like Trump that sort of support him or think he's like actually cool?
He has all these weird. He has a weird amount of fans online that like will defend what he does, but they're all nobodies.
Okay.
Like they're people that don't go to events. Like
right.
Like just random Twitter and
ask
like,
anyone.
Twitch followers.
Yeah, ask anyone at a tournament. Like no one's heard of any of these people. They like no one will claim these people.
Right.
It's like Melee hell.
Okay.
It's like Melee.
Wow.
Let's get back to the Melee fellas.
Yeah, fuck Low Tier God. Don't support him. Don't defend him. Don't even do anything with him.
Don't support him,
Just
and remember to vote locally in your
make
local
fun
government.
make fun of him, but don't actually do anything.
Don't enable him.
Don't involve him.
Don't tag
in any
him on
way.
Twitter.
Yeah, don't tag him. Just like
I
clown
saw
on
one
him.
thing. He was like, he popped. It's like he popped his head out of the ground to say like, "Yo, so and so is like sucks or whatever," and then he's like tweets back unprotected, and he like goes back into the mist.
Yeah.
It's like who the
Just
fuck
don't-
are
just don't-
you?
don't
Like,
enable
Anyone
him.
who says anything good about anti, I'm gonna block.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, that's what he does all the time because he wants attention.
What a weirdo. Anyway, I don't know if you can talk about this, but you recently got
scared.
to flip off Stone Cold Steve Austin. Ryan works
legend.
in the film industry as a PA, And
Hey, I do way more than that.
Do you?
You're lowballing me pretty hard.
Okay, well,
I do lots of stuff.
What do you do?
I do production.
you get sandwiches.
I do production work. I'm an assistant. I do like AD, AC. I do editing. I do
Okay.
lots of stuff. That's
So
just
Ryan does
what I do
some
sometimes.
stuff, and he got called for an acting gig, an extra, I guess, or do you have
Yeah.
speaking lines?
I was an extra,
Okay,
but I guess I was like a principal extra because they specifically called me for this role for some reason.
weird. And you got to flip off Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Stone Cold Steve Austin was on set, and my job was in the scene. I walk by, and I flip him the bird, and then he looks at me very angrily, and that's the end of the scene. But I swear to God, those 3 seconds where we made eye contact, like my soul like ran out of my body
Right.
in fear. He is a terrifying man.
Is he really? He's really tall, right? Just a large.
He's not even that tall. He's
Really?
maybe like I'm so bad. He's like 6.5 feet.
Okay.
Something like that. Like compared to other wrestlers, he's like not even that big of a guy, but he's so intimidating.
Wow.
It's terrifying.
How many takes?
Oh God.
Did you nail
Well,
it? Did you nail it on the first one?
Well, it wasn't takes. They,
oh yeah.
Bro.
it wasn't takes. They were they wanted to do a bunch of variations. Like I had to give him the double birds. And the director's like off to the side, and he's like, "All right."
Okay, now do the shocker at him and like do the blowjob mouth thing.
He's like, all right, now let me see one hand. All right, now mouth, fuck you. And it was just like all these like variations I had to do. It was very weird.
Fuck.
Now flip them off as hard as you can.
And the whole time he's staring at me, and I was like, I don't want to do this. The first time he looked at me after I did it, like I think I almost ruined the take because I don't know if it was visible, but I felt myself flinch a little bit just from him looking at me.
I suggested to Ryan on Twitter that he look at him during and ruin a take and say, "It's me, Austin."
It was me all along, Austin.
I was like, I really want to do this, but I also don't want to get fired.
Right? Yeah. I mean, pussy though, right?
Yeah, what a fucking
Yeah, you're right.
loser.
You're right.
So wow, that sounds
you
like it
played
went well.
fighting games.
So are we gonna see you flipping off Steve Austin in 6 to 8 months or so?
I have no idea because I don't know what the project was.
Nice.
That's even better.
Yeah. I was there for like 8 hours, and I have no idea what. I don't know. I think it's like a TV series or like an internet series. I don't even know.
weird. Holly weird, right? As they call it.
I prefer Bali weird.
Bali weird. I wish I was in Bali weird right now.
I'm gonna kill you tonight via fisting.
What?
I'm gonna
the
kill
fuck?
you tonight via fisting.
Well, you got to go somehow.
That's the price of death for punishment.
Oh.
Wow.
Want to try that one more time? See, you would not make it in the acting group.
Hey man,
Cut. Fucking cut.
get the fuck off my set. Man, I just messed up a line.
You would get that ass band.
No.
So, yeah.
Did you want to go over our list tonight, Anthony?
I don't know. See, their thing tonight, our guest bailed on us like literally 10 minutes before we were going to
Who was
start.
the guest?
He was just some dude I know,
Some guy.
like you. And we had lists of the 5 worst things that happened to Melee, but for one, you would probably just say Melee is all 5 of those things. and for 2, you know what? Let's just go through them.
You wanna go?
Just
I
chime in.
might know some of
Yeah,
these things.
just chime
I don't-
in, roast whatever you feel like.
He's
Like,
a guest. He
I
doesn't-
just don't want to have you feel sort of.
I generally
left out.
I hope
follow.
he fucking feels
Melee.
left out.
I know things that happen.
You know things. Yeah. Okay. All right. So I'm gonna count down. Let's do countdown from 5, and you go first. So you're
What are you,
number
David Letterman?
You number 5. Yeah, exactly. I got the envelope on my head right now.
Let me do the screw attack. Number 5.
Yeah.
These are the top 5 worst things to ever happen to Melee.
I feel like I'm watching a Watch Mojo video right now. Number 5.
Number 5, wobbling.
Okay. That's pretty bad. You know what wobbling is?
Yes, I know.
Oh.
Okay. See, I don't know.
Wait,
I'm
we
not
should
that
probably
bad.
explain that me and Anthony have 2 different lists. I have my list, and Anthony has his.
right, and we're
God.
comparing these lists.
Yeah.
Mine is number 5. When you tech, but it's too late, and you air dodge out of the hit stun and fucking die.
Oh.
That fucking sucks.
It sounds like it's your own fault.
It kind of is, but it's also like, because usually when you burn the tech input, you're not supposed to fucking die from it, but it registers too late, and you just air dodge and you fucking dead.
It's
the
a very
worst,
unfortunate thing that happens quite often.
dude. Is there an equivalent to wobbling? I know Marvel vs. Capcom has some sort of She-Hulk combo
There's some infinites.
There's infinites.
I know there's infinites.
There's
Like,
not
that's
some,
the
there's
game
a
is
lot.
the game is infinites, right? But like, I remember watching a match because my friend was in pools last year, and it was like a She-Hulk team that with the setup you could not get out of it or some shit like that.
I mean,
But if you're not
talking
thinking
about,
of it right away, I don't know.
because there's
there's
like incoming unblockables and stuff like that.
but Street Fighter nothing like that. I mean, obviously.
I mean,
Street Fighter,
There's
the closest
older
thing-
Street Fighter games that have infinites and
Yeah.
unblockables, but
Can I say I went to the 82 a couple weeks ago, the arcade bar downtown, and I played Street Fighter 2.
hyper fighting.
I couldn't beat Computer Guile. I spent like
You were
$4
horrible.
trying to beat
You
Computer
are
Guile.
so
How
horrible.
The fuck, if you're so good, how do you beat Computer Guile?
By not being fucking awful.
Fuck you guys.
You know what's funny?
I fucking challenge anyone to try to go and beat Computer Guile on Hyper Fighting.
Do you want to go right now? Let's go after this. I'll fucking beat him for you.
It's so hard, dude.
You know what's really funny is at 82, there's a couple guys that show up there once in a while. They are probably like in the... I'm not going to say the world, but in America, they're probably like in the top 3 best hyper fighting players.
Really?
Did they go to Wednesday Night Fights?
No.
Really?
They're old men.
Wow.
They're like in their 30s and 40s.
And they just go to the arcade bar.
They were like they're like OGs.
That's
Like,
amazing.
They were really good at that game.
Wow.
Number 4.
Number 4.
PPMD's neckbeard.
That's pretty bad.
That's pretty bad. I mean, for anything.
Yeah.
His neckbeard.
That's just like in general.
His neckbeard was so like extremely Amish.
You've seen the documentary, right?
Which one?
The Smash documentary. The long one, the famous one.
The Smash Brothers?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've seen most of it.
Have you seen the parts where PPMD is talking in it and he's got like his Amish like Quaker fucking beard? It's so fucking ugly.
Oh god.
It's one of the worst things I've seen ever.
But to his credit, when he shaves it and he's looking nice and pristine, he looks like a respectable like nerd that could fuck like your girlfriend. You know what I mean?
He fucked Armada. He can fuck your girlfriend.
That's right.
Damn.
Got him.
He fucked Armada like once in the best grand finals I've ever seen.
My number 4 is Reddit, and I'm sure that's for.
I fucking knew you were going to put Reddit on it.
Just Reddit.
And that's I'm sure that's for a lot of things. Like Reddit inherently is a machine that is designed to ruin things.
Let's put it this way. No top player regularly uses Reddit.
Yes, except Hungrybox.
Hungrybox likes to go to the Reddit and go, guys, I won Evo. Why is people still
It was
doing
so
that?
fucking pathetic.
People are still making fun of me. No one's giving me credit, guys.
That dude's doing it all wrong. He needs to accept the fact that people think he's ruining the game. Just be like, yeah, that's right. Beat me then.
Yeah, exactly, right?
I don't know what he did that last year. He was just like, I'm going to plank and I'm going to be an asshole.
That's true.
And then he got second.
Yeah.
Good shit.
Yeah, he's got it. He's got it all fucked up. He's got it all wrong.
I will say when he won Evo, Twitter was on fire.
I love
Oh my
Twitter.
god. The fucking picture of Armada sitting in the chair with his head down compared to the screenshot of Shinji from from Evangelion. I fucking died. My body was sore from laughing at that tweet.
Very, yeah.
You're
that
just
was a
going to
spicy
sit
one.
here and cry like a little boy.
Holy shit, that was incredible.
I keep getting Blake keeps doing the reaction face of Hungrybox going like this. It works for everything. It's
I love the when he's
amazing.
falling over, and it's like when mom is running at you with the belt.
Oh my god.
That topped Justin Wong's stupid, goofy whale flop that he did in 2014.
When he rolled over?
Yeah, I was there. I was like, why is he doing that? And then Hungrybox did that, and it was like, all right.
If you're wondering why he's doing that, it's called gravity.
Well,
There's science to it.
yeah, I respect Justin Wong, and I respect what he did on the stage when he won.
I showed my mom that picture, the one of H-Box crying, where it says, when your mom's coming at you with the belt.
Okay, she's Mexican.
Yeah.
So, well, wouldn't it be like a sandal, right? That's the meme. You've seen those vines, right?
My mom never used weapons. She just came at me. And I was like, oh my God. I was like, oh fuck, it's over.
That's
It's
way more
on.
terrifying.
I was like, oh,
You don't know what she's gonna do.
Your mom is Irish, correct?
Yes.
Did you get the hands as well?
No, I did not.
No? Wow, what a
He got
loving.
the-
what a
We got
loving
the
parent.
shots.
What a loving parent. Well, I mean,
my dad was Irish.
I grew up white trash, so you know I got the hands. My man's.
Sick. Might even match your parents.
Yeah. Number 3 for Dylan.
Number 4
Number
for you. You didn't do your phone number.
Reddit.
It was Reddit.
Oh, it was Reddit.
Yeah.
Yeah. Number 3, Donkey Kong.
Why?
I hate Donkey Kong
Why?
so much. I think Donkey Kong is one of the...
He's the ultimate meme character in like a good way.
Anyone who ever picks Donkey Kong is like... It's picking Donkey Kong's like being that guy who picks Captain Falcon and go, guys, look how fucking fast I'm going. Dude, I play Captain Falcon, and then they throw out a Falcon Punch and they hit it and they go, oh my god, so hype.
Right. Okay, fair enough.
Those are
I
the
agree.
same type of people. Plus, Donkey Kong's playstyle is one of the most linear, boring fucking things in Melee.
Yes.
It gets-
Grab, cargo, throw up, charge punch.
Yeah, super amazing. It's super fucking interesting to watch, and the only good thing to ever come out of Donkey Kong was Green Ranger when he threw Toph into the spikes, and like his region just went nuts. They're like, "He strikes again!"
Yeah.
Did you not watch the fucking video?
I mean, I'm inclined to agree with you, but I also think if you're going to play a dumb meme character, Donkey Kong is just charming enough to sort of pull it off.
No.
And Harambe
No.
memes are on their way out, and that's okay. Memes will die, as they do. But I think Donkey Kong is eternal.
I feel like Harambe's around to stay.
Harambe's
pretty solid.
Dude, no, because like
It's
some
pretty solid,
some
dude.
serious normies are starting to talk about Harambe, and now it's like, it's done.
But it's not
I think-
affecting it at all.
I think
That's the thing.
Harambe is
People
actually
aren't-
going to be like a meme that's just it does last.
people aren't like they see like normies doing it and they're like, oh, it's not funny anymore. Like they keep going.
All right. Hey, time will tell. I met a girl who knows the guy who did the Dicks Out for Harambe meme.
Oh, I thought you were about to say she knows the person who shot him. I was like,
She knows the zoo security guard that fucking killed
I was like,
Harambe,
dude.
We're going to go to his house and burn it down.
I was gonna say like you should edit that out because you're gonna get some fucking emails. Where does he live? Where is he?
My number 3.
Number 3.
Getting stuck in Shine.
Just stop sucking at fucking Melee.
All
Two
your
of these are related to you
worst-
being
It's
garbage.
the worst fucking feeling. It's like a fucking Olympic like hurdler.
Oh,
Like,
I got stuck in my frame
hitting his
one move.
hitting his fucking nuts on the hurdle. Like you jump and you miss and you just hit your nuts and you're done. That's what it feels like to get stuck in your fucking Shine.
Well, I'm sorry to hear that,
Yeah,
Anthony.
Me too.
Maybe just get fucking good.
I'm just bad.
God damn.
God, just sit in your room and start practicing jumping out of Shine.
I should.
I'll bring the belt. And I'll make sure you fucking practice.
Every time you miss, he's gonna whack you.
Just fucking hit me, dude.
Number 2.
Number 2.
Leather Jacket Armada.
Why?
Because ever since Armada started rocking the leather jackets is when Melee started to die.
The leather jacket and the bald spot. It's like
Yeah, he's doing that one on purpose. Yeah. That's really his style. That's his aesthetic.
He's just like, I like to think that he actually does that. Like, people are like, oh, dude, you know, like, people would say you're like the Terminator. You're just like emotionless and cold. And he's like, I should rock a leather jacket.
he's like this makes
He looks
sense.
like a midlife crisis dad that bought a motorcycle.
He totally does.
It's such like a ill-fitting leather jacket. Like, it's not like he's a fashion-y man.
No.
He shows up in like
Well, have you
t-shirts
seen him
and jeans.
the old footage of him with the mullet?
Oh no!
Like that's
We don't talk-
legendary.
all you needed to say.
That's legendary. Like a Swedish mullet. Like
And ever since he started rocking that leather jacket is when he started to play Fox.
you want to know something also?
he
So
started
you're
play
saying there's a
Fox.
connection.
When the leather jacket is giving him the skill to
So
play
you're saying the
Fox.
next time he comes out on stage, he's gonna have one of those fake foxtails.
Armada.
He's gonna be wearing the headphones with the ears on it.
Oh, what tournament was that where they did it for Street Fighter?
Sonic Fox,
what?
right?
No,
Oh,
they
where
had-
all the headphones had the ears.
Oh.
yeah, the cat ear
I don't remember
speakers.
which one that was.
It
Those
wasn't
are
CEO.
good. Those are good headphones.
No, they're not.
Yes, they are.
They're good headphones.
Why do you own a pair?
No, but
Fucking
I've
Guilty
used
Gear
them and they're
players, bro.
fine.
Fucking Guilty Gear.
I mean, I
players,
think the
dude.
ears are stupid, but they're fine headphones.
That's like saying these are good. The headphones we're wearing are good headphones. They're just like headphones.
I'm not an audiophile.
Number 2,
Number 2.
Sakurai.
Sakurai's the worst thing that happened to Melee?
Because he didn't fucking... Yeah, sure. He came up with it. Whatever. But it was Iwata who actually made the game come together. Or so the legend goes. He
I think I've read a little bit about that.
He did the programming.
Yeah.
He made it happen. He made the game basically what it was. And we saw what happened when he was off the project. We got fucking Brawl.
What happened with 4? Was he on for 4?
No.
Oh, well then what? we got
Was he
2
not?
games. I don't know.
I could be totally fucking wrong about this, but I think Sakurai has explicitly said he wants the game to be a fucking party game.
Yeah.
He wants it to be something that Ryan can make fun of.
It's very weird to have a game developer so stuck on like their beliefs. It's actually
I think they've reverted on that a little bit since.
A little bit,
but there is
like,
no money coming in from Nintendo for Melee's tournaments.
They
like,
just give us a shout out on Twitter and then give us some
like
setups
fight for
through
yourself.
gaming
Capcom
generations.
made a goddamn stage for
What are
their
they
Evo.
gonna? That's because Capcom is trying to sell Street Fighter V copies because they're so fucking in the red.
Okay.
They're borderline going bankrupt.
But Nintendo should be trying to sell Smash 4 as a esport like they're trying to, like Capcom is
Smash
doing for
4
them.
maybe, but like they don't give a fuck about Melee anymore. They're not making
Yeah.
money off that game anymore.
just-
It's fucking 10 years old.
I know, but they should. It's so good.
Unless
All
they,
they, it's not
until they
even that
do,
they should. They just have to fucking acknowledge it. They didn't start acknowledging it.
they acknowledged it by letting it continue.
Yeah,
they could have
Evo,
just said
right, in
like
2013.
Well,
no.
easily could have just said like no,
and they
don't do
did,
this.
but then they got massive PR backlash.
Exactly.
And then they were like, okay, guys, fuck, whatever. Just have it. You know what? Fuck, fine.
Fine,
your
kids.
dad said it's okay. You can fucking go.
Yeah.
Just go. Go to the party.
They don't need to financially support it.
Yeah,
Okay, but
they don't
like,
need to, but it's very weird
it's
to have
helpful.
the game's creator just straight out go like, no, I don't want to support it.
Yes.
They're fucking lunatics. Why are they playing my game this way?
Yes.
That's just so strange.
it's strange, and it feels bad when like you sink a lot of time and
Yeah, like
effort
you
and
have-
love into something.
you
like
have
that.
people who just
It's like your
are
dad doesn't love you.
absolutely passionate.
I think it's something to do with obviously the game is made for a casual audience. There's no arguing against
Yes.
that.
Yeah.
I mean,
But, and
originally.
that's where a vast majority of their profits are going to come from. So I think they might have just got a mixed up mentality of like, this is a game we made for casuals because that's who's going to buy it. So why would we need to support a competitive scene?
True.
I was
But
saying,
like-
Sakurai wasn't a dick.
There's revenue to be had, I
Not
get
much.
it. I get what they're doing.
Supporting
but
a tournament is
fucking
all
sucks.
supporting a tournament is all like self promotion. That has nothing
Yeah.
to do with them making a profit. It's like they're not getting
I
anything
know.
back.
I mean, and they've
it's
done
an
that.
advertising
in
opportunity.
Apex 2015.
Well,
they had
from the
fucking
esports,
Splatoon
man.
there. They had Splatoon. Like they know what they're doing, but it just sucks.
It's literally
Like, that's all there is
it's
to it.
the entire reason the Capcom Pro Tour exists, so that they can
just
sell
move
more
more
Street Fighter
copies.
Yes, so
Yeah.
they can sell more Street Fighter copies.
Fair enough.
Yeah, which they need to do.
Anyway,
Well, I think
Sakurai
I think they missed that boat.
Sakurai is the second worst thing to happen to Melee.
Number 1.
Number 1 for Dylan.
Oh no.
I'm scared.
I'm actually very like I'm going to tear up talking about this. This is really tough on me.
What's up, dude?
The worst ever thing that has ever happened to Melee is when they let Tafakins be on camera.
Dude, Tafakins is the missionary position of commentators.
No, but like the very just plain missionary position, just like staring into your lover's eyes. Yeah, you like
Like
that,
this
huh?
is for procreation and nothing else.
Yeah, dude. Like
Don't look at me, honey.
he is okay.
It's
So
sinful.
my problem with fucking Tafakins existing on camera and audio in the digital world as like a figure is the fact that he only exists because a vacuum put him there. Someone just needed something to fill that void, and he just happened to get sucked into that spot.
I actually
His stats are amazing, and that's godlike, and I love that he does that. But he is so bad.
he's the only stats guy, and since he's the only stats guy, and he does melee it on me,
He's
he
entitled
puts in
to
a
a
lot of work.
presence. He does.
He gets his
I
presence,
respect
and
that.
that's cool. Except when you see him on the HTC like commercial. No, please.
That's the sound he does.
Have
So
you ever
I wanted
seen-
to talk about what's going on with, it's like you're so bad at talking. Just fucking stop it.
It's when you're on a microphone, your job is to talk. And I feel like if you have a bad voice or a speech impediment or just like weird sounds coming out of your fucking mouth, that should disqualify you from the job because that's the job's fucking requirements. It's like going to like a construction job and your job is like, hey, you're going to be the guy who only uses this hammer to hit nails. And you're like, on it, sir. And you have no fucking arms. Why do people hire people to go on fucking microphone if they don't fit the basic goddamn requirements?
It's because no one hired him. It's because he filled a void. That's the problem. He exists there because no one else did what he did first, and that's just how it is.
We need to do stats, Anthony.
I know. If you guys don't like Tafakins as much as I don't like Tafakins, like, I don't know.
Look,
I want to be able to say, help us, like, grow our audience, but I also know that, like, I don't want to have to say that. I just want people to find us and be like, hey, this is kind of cool, whatever.
Okay,
You know
I'm
what I
gonna
mean?
post it everywhere online until we're famous.
I can't do that. I can't
I'll do
morally
it.
fucking do that.
I'll
I don't
do it.
want you to do that. That's why I tell you not to do
I'm
it.
gonna go do it.
I don't know. I don't know the solution here, but anyway.
The solution is let Dylan do it, and don't let Tafakins drink from a fucking bottle on camera. Let me no. Here, let me show you how he fucking drinks on camera. He takes a bottle and he lifts it up to the right side of his lips, tilts it 90 degrees. He's like,
Oh my god. It looks like you're doing like a bad Adam Sandler impression in like one of his shitty 90s movies.
I'm gonna drink this beer right now.
put it in the right side of your mouth, just tilt it all the way up.
Oh,
while,
it
like,
makes my tongue tingle. I love Marth.
Yeah. Anyway,
I love Adam Sandler.
what?
I'm about to walk out right now.
Have you seen that? Have you seen that picture of him that someone took of an In-N-Out with? He was with his family,
No.
and he's so mad.
No. Oh, I need to see this. I need this so bad.
Adam Sandler is just so silly, dude.
Picture of him angrily looking at someone who took a picture of him in In-N-Out. This is it.
Show me this.
Look how fucking mad he is, dude.
Like, I can't just go to a fucking In-N-Out and be Adam Sandler.
That's my favorite picture of him all time.
I love that his
man,
outfit looks like he just came back from one of his red carpet premieres.
Look, man, I know I fucking made Grown Ups too, but just let me
leave me a fucking
let me
alone,
have
dude.
my large
Look,
shaken
can we
piece.
talk about how fucking great Grown Ups 2 is?
I've never seen it. Have you seen it?
No, but I heard there's someone who watched it with their friend for 30 straight days.
Dude, me and Dave have watched this movie 5 times.
Is it that bad? It's good.
It is something magical. It is like it's
Is it
not.
is it worse than Jack and Jill? Jack and Jill is a shill job.
Jack and Jill is a fucking scam.
Right.
Jack and Jill was made to
about-
take money from advertisers.
Right.
What about Paul Blart Mall Cop?
Also, a movie just made to make money. It's an advertisement.
So how
for a
does Grown Ups
casino.
2 exist outside of this?
Grown Ups 2 is barely quantifiable as a film. like a normal movie, you have like a plot, and usually it has like you have like 3 acts. There's like a setup, and then there's like a low point, and there's a climax.
Right.
You got characters, they got little character arcs. You got like central locations, and everyone has motivations.
The fundamentals of narrative structure.
Grown Ups 2 is none of these things. Grown Ups 2 plot is Adam Sandler walks around and he runs into people, and then Chris Rock is like, "Let's have a party," and then they do things. This is the most accurate description I could give. They do things, and then they throw a party, and then the movie ends. It is baffling. There is like 80 characters in this movie, and half of them show up in every scene. Every single scene, they meet a new character who's like another famous actor. That character is guaranteed to show up at least 3 more times, no matter how small that role is.
Holy fucking shit.
John Lovitz shows up in one of his best roles in the last 20 years.
Better than the wedding singer?
Yes.
Okay.
Because this movie is
Chaka Khan!
he's a dirty janitor at a yoga studio, and they're like all the hot wives are doing the yoga session, and he runs in with like a janitor's uniform on, and he runs in with the mop and bucket, and then runs to the front of the class, and he's like, "All right, I'm your substitute yoga instructor. All right, everybody turn around and bend over." And he's like all these like really obvious bits. And then the real yoga instructor comes in. He's like, "What are you doing?" He's like, oh, I don't know. And he just runs out. He's like, "Oh, you love it." And like all the women are booing him. You think that's like normally that'd be the end of his scene. They're like, "All right, he was a joke character. They did the joke."
Time to move on.
20 minutes later, they're at a ballet recital for Adam Sandler's daughter, and John Lovitz is just up on the catwalk with binoculars. And you're like, how the fuck did he get there? Why is he there? Why does he know about this?
That's a very sort of Billy
is
Madison way to, and it's funny that I feel like what you just described is the way they've treated Rob Schneider's cameo guy. You can do it, guy.
Dude,
in all
I
of
could talk
Adam
about
Sandler's
Rob
videos.
Schneider for hours.
It seems
Should we
as
do a
if
podcast on
it
that?
seems as if Grown
I
Ups
will.
2 is just an amalgamation of those guys.
Grown Ups 2 is like an excuse for them to hang out, and they were just like, "What if we just film ourselves? we'll just like edit something together."
What if we
later."
ad-lib the entire movie?
Let me tell you this: this movie is so fucking baffling to me that me, Dave, and a couple other guys are in the middle of putting up a website for like movie editorials and just like articles we want to talk about. One of the first things I'm putting up is an article about Grown Ups 2. It's literally a
dissertation.
Please link me this.
It's an essay on just why everyone needs to see the most confusing film of all time. And then at the second half of it is me and Dave watched the movie again for like the 5th time, and we had an hour-long discussion about it. I was not planning to talk about the movie for that long. It is that weird. There's just always something to talk about. We're just like, wait, but what about that other fucking scene? Like, what was that? Why was that there?
Had you thinking like a fucking Waking Life or something?
It was like fucking Beautiful Mind, like trying to deconstruct this movie. There's like just pictures all over the wall with like string everywhere, and we're like cracking codes.
By the way,
so great.
My first fucking worst thing to happen to Melee.
Number 1.
Let's get back to this.
Let's get back to the Melee.
And the worst
Probably
thing,
cut all that stuff out.
worse than Reddit, worse than Sakurai, worse than getting stuck in your shine. The worst thing to happen to Melee is SFAT's eyebrow piercing.
Really?
Abso-fucking-lutely.
Actually, I already know one worse.
What?
I just went on his Twitter, and he got "Never Give Up, Don't Give Up" tattooed in Japanese.
I saw your tweet about that. What the fuck is he doing?
Across his...
Is he
Wait, who
Spinner
is this?
from Degrassi? He's a top Melee player. He's like top 10 in the
what's
world.
his name?
SFAT.
SFAT.
Zach.
Oh, it's the same guy?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you were talking about
It's the
somebody
same
else.
guy
No.
that's doing 2 of these things.
Look, on the bright side, he's dating like this gorgeous girl who seems like she's a...
Maybe it was her idea.
Ugh.
I hope not.
Maybe she got it too.
Basic like circle of like black hole.
Why is NorCal
Basicness.
so short?
Why is NorCal just horrible?
Like I went up to I went
roast.
to it's not really a roast, more like a scientific...
I went up there and I was like, "What the fuck is everybody so short around
It's
here?"
because they're so far from the equator, they don't get enough sun, so they don't grow tall enough.
they're like Inuits.
Dude, seriously, I met them all. I met the top 3 from last Evo. I saw PewPew, I saw Dewan. Why do I call him Dewan?
I don't know.
Shroomed.
They
I love-
are.
Wait,
They are
were
all
you
kinda
were you
short.
trying to say D1?
No,
his name's
his name is
Dewan.
Okay.
Dewan is a real name.
I was like, why on
Dewan.
earth would you pronounce it like that and then get confused that you're pronouncing it like that?
no, there's a Sheik player from NorCal named Shroomed. His
Yeah, I know
name's
him.
Dewan.
Oh, I had to play him at SCR.
Did you really?
Yeah, he didn't show up.
Oh,
Nice, bodied 2-0,
fucking
lifetime
destroyed.
record.
Dude, you've beaten Shroom more than I have.
Yeah,
That's right.
that's how easy Melee is.
Calling
for
you out,
us.
Shroom.
And I saw SFAT. And I was like, I stood like next to them. I was like, hey, look at these. That's the 3 NorCal people. And I'm like, I'm so much taller than them. Why?
Yeah, I don't know. Well, I think that's a lot of things. Mango isn't as tall as he appears. I
Mango
think.
seems like a man who would be 5'7".
Hungry-
Mango seems like he's
Box.
homeless.
It's true.
So he's a lot of things.
His last stream, he was trying to do a 24-hour stream, and he went on a
I
beer
can't
run.
watch his streams anymore.
Me neither.
They're really annoying.
Me neither.
Just
but-
because of his like alerts are really annoying.
They go off like every 2
Dude,
seconds.
that dude-
and it's like 15 seconds long.
That dude makes actually like $100,000 a year from streaming. I mean, you got to tax it, right? So he's probably in a higher tax bracket than any Smash player ever will be. Maybe not the engineers that TO.
top 1%.
the engineers that TO.
Yeah, like Juggle Guy.
So what were we saying? He had like a 24-hour
IT
stream?
actually.
He had a 24-hour stream, and during it, he went on a beer run outside of his house. I guess he lives close, and he lives like right in Norwalk, and he locked himself out. So he was in his own Twitch chat talking to people like, "Guys, I locked myself out."
That's godlike.
It's pretty funny. Yeah. Now, Mango's. I'm glad he's our figurehead. He encompasses everything
he's
Melee
fine.
should be.
He
I don't
is.
have a problem with that.
Yeah, he's definitely... When you think Melee, you think Mango.
Exactly, and I like that. I
when I think-
don't want people to think Melee and they think Hungerbacks. Like that's what Zero
That's
was
what I
for
think.
Smash 4.
Yeah.
Smash 4, you're like,
Oh,
oh,
yeah.
Zero's the guy, and it's
Yeah.
like, ooh, hold that.
What's
L.
wrong with that? Just because he's good?
No,
Because he plays Diddy?
He has a weird beard.
he's
Just because he looks weird?
He's just a weirdo,
That's
and
just
he's like a nerd, and he wears
It's like the
gunner
poster child
gaming
of-
glasses.
Oh, yeah.
and
Hello,
it's like-
guys. He has a
Zero
scarf on.
here.
And it's like, come
Zero
on,
here.
dude.
I'm here to talk to you about how Sheik is bad today.
I still remember at the Nintendo, I think it was like the Nintendo Championships or whatever.
Please don't.
when-
You're
no,
gonna trigger me.
No. So this
I'm
was
gonna
like
leave.
This,
I'm getting triggered already.
so this was like when the game came out, right? It
Yes.
was like an opening. Like they invited a bunch of top players.
Right,
and
right,
like this
right,
was
right.
this was the lead thing. I was watching it with a bunch of people who know nothing about fighting game competitive scenes, and even I think I recognized like one person on the stage. Everyone I was watching it with in like an IRC channel, we didn't know who any of these people were, but everyone agreed. We just all said, I don't know who that dude in the scarf is, but I want him to lose. Because why is he wearing that?
And that's just like
it was just like a group of friends. We were just like none of us knew who Zero was, but we just looked at him. We were like, I hope he doesn't win.
That's like just
we're actively rooting against him.
Yeah, that's like in our reptile brains. We're like, yeah, I don't like that guy.
He's like, yeah, he looks like the worst person on stage. I don't want him to win. Yeah. And then 40 tournaments later,
we have viewer emails.
Viewer mail now.
Oh my God,
you're that popular? Mail time.
I think that's copyrighted.
Yeah, what is that from? Is that Kiwi?
We don't talk about that. It's not copyrighted at all.
I'm pretty sure it is.
No, it's not. What are you talking about?
From Blue's Clues.
Shut up!
I know this show hasn't been on the air in like 10 years, but I'm pretty sure. I don't think.
No, I think Blue's Clues is still going on.
No way.
It is mail.
No way.
I think they just change like different people, dude.
That's bullshit. No, I'm
not going to put a bet on it. I actually don't know, but I feel like it's still on.
I'm gonna Snopes your ass. There's no way. There's no way Blue's Clues is still on.
Excuse me. Snopes is where you check to see if it's still on. Why not like IMDb or some just Google?
No, last episode was 2006.
Really?
10 years.
Get bodied.
Holy shit! Really?
Get bodied.
I swear to God. I guess I just see reruns. I watch Nickelodeon.
You also do a lot of acid.
Yeah,
they ran out of mysteries. They ran out of clues.
There was just
we solved it all. It's just
it was very mind blowing to me to see Steve leave. Like Steve was the original host, and then he left one day, and they replaced him with Joe, and
everyone lost their minds.
Yeah, I did.
What an American treasure!
I did not
fucking Blue's Clues,
dude. You don't change host, okay? This is for
That's
children.
Traumatizing because some kids don't have dads.
Yeah, dude. He was my only.
It's like your dad left again.
Now I gotta fucking have Goku as my dad. It's like shit.
Now you gotta have a weird stepdad.
Yeah.
Who's trying to do the same thing, but it's not the same.
You used to listen to Steve and stuff, but this new guy, it's like fuck him. I'm not gonna follow him.
He
with
doesn't
the clues.
seem as cool.
I'm gonna answer his questions.
Why don't you go solve this fucking mysteries?
And Steve told me Steve was going to college. He was going to college, and then I found out later Steve didn't go to college.
No, he got fired because he was balding.
Yeah, he was balding, and
is that true?
Yeah, that's actually
I didn't
true.
know that.
He got fired because he was going bald.
What? Or not fired. He wanted to leave.
Yeah, that's right.
He
didn't want to go bald on national television.
The last
fucking hilarious.
week he was on, he did Crazy Hat Week, so no one could see.
Dude,
I'm
gonna do Crazy Hat Week for the rest of my life. While it all just starts to go away, I'm just gonna do Crazy Hat.
Maybe Armada should do Crazy Hat Week.
Just suffer. Give him your suffer hat, dude.
I should. Yeah, I have another one.
Just
Please it's a snapback, so I don't wear
a viewer mail now.
Okay. Discard.
Discard.
Okay, so we asked our listeners what we tell people we do on the fucking weekends. How do you reconcile when you're talking to people you work with, and you go to Melee tournaments all the fucking time? What do you say to them, right?
Say get a life, play a better game.
That's what they say to me. No, and so this guy said
to normies.
Oh God.
Okay, this guy just answered the dick sucking question, so never mind. The question was, would you rather suck a dude off for 99% or suck him off for the last 1% and swallow?
What does that have to do with Melee?
It's not, but we
Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. But we asked him, and this guy said, first off, I don't want to suck a guy off for 5 minutes or whatever, so I'm taking the last 1%.
What a reasoning.
Yeah. Hold on. Let me try to find this. Hey, so I was watching YouTube Melee videos, as you do, when all of a sudden I saw a swollen, hairy face at the commentator's table. I was like, holy shit, that's the autistic guy from the Bad Melee podcast, TM? He's a commentator? That's sick. I have been doing a little more commentary lately. Upon further research, I realized this voluptuous man was not the official slime, but in fact Mike Hagar. In short, podcast cover photos can be very deceiving. In fact, I've also went up to several golden retrievers asking them to money match me. P.S. You should really let listeners give you money in some way. A lot of podcasts do it. I talked about how I don't like taking donations.
Dude, do a Patreon.
And with this being my favorite one,
do a Patreon.
I'd really like for it to be less shitty sometimes. P.P.S. Writing P.S. in emails is retarded. Kill yourselves, my dudes. Also, you stupid fucks almost never say your email address. How are you asking for quote-unquote fan mail
it's in the description.
Every episode without saying the actual address? What the fuck?
Hey, Anthony.
Thank you. It's just from someone named Damn. Dude,
What's our email?
email the podcast your questions, roasts, inquiries to badmelee.com@gmail.com. I'll say it.
Badmelee.com.
Wait.
I didn't make it.
Are you
No,
serious?
Fuck off.
Are you
Fuck
kidding
off.
me?
I didn't make it.
Dude, you need to take like a branding 101 class.
I didn't make it. It was the other guy. It was the guy before me that
Make a new one.
I don't want to. It's too late. I do have one. It's called Bad Melee Bot.
Apologize.
Don't worry about it.
Oh my god. You need some help.
It's too late.
It's fine.
Too late for the
Let me
show.
get one of these.
Yeah. Okay, read that one.
Oh boy, you gave me a fucking essay.
Gave you a fat one. Juicy email.
I'm not gonna say his first name, but his last name's Kunha. I like it.
Facebook him.
Oh fuck. It's okay. There's like 80 different ways you could spell Kunha.
That's true.
Hey guys, love the podcast. I'm glad you guys didn't become too memey after Griff left.
That's funny because on our returning podcast, because we took a big break, we probably talked about cum for like 15 minutes straight, like combined. Like I don't understand what this guy's fucking talking about.
What does that have to do with Melee?
Stop asking that.
This isn't specifically related to Melee. We talked about Paul Blart Mall Cop, or no, I'm sorry, not Paul Blart.
Why was I not there for that one?
No,
he's
we were
talking about it just now.
just now. We were talking about Grown Ups 2.
I was
That's
there
not
for that.
Melee.
Look,
We
don't-
brought a FGC cuck to our fucking Melee show. Come on, man.
That's true.
Go on.
I work with a bunch of dudes in their 30s and 50s. I'm 24. And and stop trying to explain to them what I do on weekends now. I go to weeklies during the week, but trying to explain to a bunch of people that already treat me like a kid that I spent all weekend on my computer watching nerds I don't know play a children's party game was never going to work. Now I just say I stayed in and had a quiet weekend. If they press me anymore, I pretend I'm just a serial killer. Also, I wanted to talk about which Smasher would look prettiest as a girl. The answer is definitely Leffen. He already
Fucking weebs, man.
He already takes
God.
good care of his hair and makeup, and his face always reminds me of the Swedish chick from Mr. Robot.
Wow. There was one I got literally at 9:37 p.m. while we were podcasting. It's mad emoji, scared emoji, ghost emoji, cat smiling, cat hearts, 5 of the AOK hand symbols, and it just says, "What's the size of Wizzy's cock?" with a 0.
Well, there's only one man here qualified to speak on this. For our uninformed guest, I love Wizrobe.
You know Wizrobe?
I do.
Yeah, he loves them so much. And that's beautiful.
Wizrobe is by far my favorite player. And how big is his dick? I'll have to say, I don't know. He hasn't acknowledged my presence further than doing an interview with me for Slingshot Esports. Follow them. And also the one interaction I had with him at Evo.
Yeah.
Did I talk about that last stream?
Do it, please.
I saw him in this new... He's part of Team Cognitive Gaming. And he has this new white jersey on. And I'm like, hey, Wizzy, nice new jersey. And he's like...
Fuck you, cuck.
He pretty much said that in a Wizzy way, which was, oh, it's not a new jersey. Like, I've had it forever, but, you know, I don't really wear it. I kind of wear the other one more. And this is my first time really wearing it on stream and stuff. So I guess it's new to everyone else.
And you're like,
Okay.
whoa, what's with the essay?
All right.
I was like, cool, thanks, man. And then I
Could have just said like no.
You could have just said thanks.
Right,
It is
yeah.
a nice new jersey.
Inside the mind of a tech
What
chasing
a
falcon.
what a nut job, man. I love him so much.
We'll end with this email, and it's a question, but we'll answer it next time because it's a really good question, and I invite our...
Are you really going to cliffhang on our fucking viewers?
Yeah, I think so, because it's a good question, and I want to talk about it more, but we're like running really far, so... this guy says, "What's up, fellow stankos? I was wondering which Smasher you wouldn't want to be stuck hanging out with alone. I would pick Kage because something about him gives me a really weird vibe.
It's the nose.
Maybe it's the gunner glasses or the warrior roleplay, but I just feel like he likes sharing really inappropriate, weird shit about women." Maybe he does. So, our listeners, who would you not want to be stuck hanging out with alone as a Smasher? Email the podcast at badmelee.com@gmail.com.
It's like the word dot, right?
No, it's like .com.
How can you put a period?
Wait.
You can put a period before
Wait, yeah.
.com?
You can, but
Yeah.
that's even more confusing. You set
fucking
this up
description.
in
Shit.
literally the worst way possible.
It wasn't me.
Then change it.
Fix
Too
it.
late.
You fucking psycho.
It's not too late. You can't take my fucking joke.
It's too late.
End the stream.
You will.
All right.
You're going nowhere.
Thanks, Ryan, for coming on. Follow him at EFHRK, twitters.com/EFHRK. I'm
That's me.
slime_machine.
No one gives a fuck about slime. Follow me on Twitter at
It's a me.
No, follow
CC.
me.
Actually, don't follow any of it. Actually, follow me so I get more followers than Ryan. He
No,
has
fuck you. Follow me. You don't
he
even know
has
how to set up an email
He has
address.
an improportionate amount of followers for how mean he is.
Hey guys, can you follow me? I only have 50, and sometimes I say some funny things. And
Throw Dylan a pity follow. He's a good guy.
I love you guys. Okay?
All right.
You should follow me.
Just
Because I'm great.
everyone kill yourself. Bye.
Oh, shit.